Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, this is georgercop here. It has been a while since my last video, admittedly. I just sort of took a break from Minecraft, was doing some other things. I thought now that I've sort of gone back into it a little bit, I'd share with you what I've been doing. I've not done a whole bunch. I've done a bit of experimenting with a couple of old models, first of all. Like I have changed Thunderbird 1's nose cone and blue highlights to be stained concrete, coloured concrete, so they look a bit more vibrant and look a bit more metallic and smooth than when they were wool. Here we have Thunderbird 2, which has been changed to be mostly clay instead of green wool. Now it's green stained clay. However, over here I did try out the green concrete to see how that would contrast with the clay, and it works out rather well. But my editing software at the minute doesn't allow me to just do a highlight and a find and replace of blocks with concrete. So unfortunately it's just clay at the moment. I mean, Thunderbird 3 as well is clay as well, where it should be concrete. Or it could be concrete. I mean, look how vibrant that red concrete over there is on TB-1, and then look how dull Thunderbird 3 looks. It looks a bit faded, it looks used, it looks worn. Maybe that's for the best. Same with Thunderbird 2. It looks like it's been lived in a little bit. I mean, you can see the difference, like how vibrant the colours are over there with the 2015 models, which have been untouched, whereas this has been changed. But also more than that, we have new models as well, brand new models. Something that hasn't been done on YouTube yet, as far as I can tell, is the machines from Thunderbirds 2086, which is a Japanese animated series from the 80s, which reimagines the Thunderbirds in a different, sort of in a more Japanese way. So what we have is we have complete different designs for the Thunderbirds. There are 19, I think, different Thunderbirds. I will just mention 0x in the background there. I have changed that all to blue clay or cyan clay, and it looks a lot better than it did in obsidian, or even if it was in just blue wool or blue clay. It looks a lot better, I think. That's about as good as it's ever going to look, I think. But here we have the first 3 Thunderbirds of the Thunderbirds 2086 fleet. These go by TB number rather frequently. So we have TB-1, TB-2 and TB-3. These are obviously different design and concept to the originals. I've just done the first 3 because like I said, there were 19. There were a lot to get through. With TB6 being the space station and being rather large, I'm wanting to put that off for a while. But TB1 is an advanced space shuttle. It's described as an advanced space shuttle. This is what it looks like. I'll do a quick roundabout. These don't really have interiors yet either, so I won't bother going inside. You'll just have to have a look at the shells. This is TB1, and that's all there is to it. This is made out of wool again, because and a bit of carpet as well. We've got carpet here on the wings to give it a little bit extra elevation. I could use snow as well, but I've sort of decided against snow for this. But there's some iron blocks in there as well. Some iron blocks just to give a bit of change of texture. It could do with going over a little bit just to change it, but until I get the option to blanket it with or blanket swap wool for concrete, I just don't think that's going to happen. Same with TB2 here. TB2 is a bit more angular than think. It's sort of very square to look at from the front, and sort of goes into a cone. The cone, it was kind of difficult to do, to be honest, getting the right shape. But I think I've gotten there pretty well. I think this is a cargo transport ship as well, because this bottom section here, this lands and takes off vertically like Thunderbird 1 in the regular series. But this bottom section does like drop down its engines and is a cargo bay. So it carries around, I think TB-5 is carried around in there, as well as a couple of the spaceships. Like TB-5 is a large drill, or it's a large sort of mole-like vehicle with a small drill attached to the front, and then there's a smaller drilling Thunderbird which comes out, which more closely resembles the classic mole. We have that. We also have TB-3 over here, which is a ground vehicle. This splits down the middle as well, so that you can accommodate the mega vehicle. And it's a yellow ground unit. What more can I say? It's a 40-wheeler. There's 10 wheels on each on each sort of axle, I'll call it. Splits down the middle. That's all there is to it. I can't really explain it more because it's been a while since I've seen the show. But the top is carpet as well. I've got carpet along the top. So we have this sort of step here in textures, in colours. So the top of this grey is covered, so it sort of provides a bit more level of detail, I think. So we have that. We want the mega vehicle. These three vehicles, TBs 1, 2 and 3, can combine together into a mega vehicle, like so. Like the underbelly of TB1 sort of splits and turns into skids to allow it to connect to dock. TB3's wheels go up and has these 4 connecting bars underneath, which I think sort of fold into themselves. So they fold into the individual halves of TB3. That's really all there is to it, to be honest, at the minute. TBs 1, 2 and 3 just they're connecting to this mega vehicle. They all arrive at the same time and stuff. That's all there is to it at the moment. I might add more if I am so inclined. TB4 is perhaps sort of the closest related in function and whatever and design to the original Thunderbird set. Like TB4 is a large yellow submarine. It's a lot larger than that. It's about the same size as TB3 and TB1 combined, I think. And then of course there's a space station, TB6, and there's a load of others that are a bit smaller, so might not be too difficult to do. But I say this is something interesting, something new, which a lot of you might not have seen before. And I might continue this if people fancy it. So thank you for watching. I will see you probably in about 4 years when I do my next video. So thanks for watching. My name is georgercop, and I'll see you next time, whenever that is.